Hey everyone, welcome to day number 2 in the I Wait Project video series. This is Dr. Michelle, and today I'm reading verse 2 from Psalm 27. And it says this: When the wicked came against me to eat up my flesh, my enemies and foes, they stumbled and fell. So David is remembering his own life and, describing his encounters with his enemies. They have come up against him. They've come to devour him, but they were never able to prevail over him. And to really understand the weight of this verse, you have to connect it to verse number 1, in which David makes the bold declarations that the Lord is his light and his salvation and the strength of his life. And so because of that, he doesn't have to fear anything or anyone. Now, based on the strength of that testimony, David is now remembering what God has done for him. Now, it's important for me to say this, especially in the day and age that we live in, that when David's talking about his enemies and his foes, he's not talking about someone who doesn't like his outer garment, someone who doesn't like how he sounds, or just doesn't like an opinion that he holds. He's actually talking about people who are out to kill him, who tried to snuff him out, to devour him, whether it was when Saul was trying to kill him or in his own kingdom. He had true enemies who were out to take him out. And he remembers that they have not been able to prevail. They're not victorious over him because God is with him. We live in a world where there is evil. There are people who follow evil intentions, and we have a sin nature that needs to be changed, and that's changed through relationship in Christ Jesus and all of that. So there are things that happen in this world that are evil, all right? No one is exempt from challenging situations or from bad things. But the real weight of this is that because God is with him, then evil doesn't prevail over him. Evil doesn't conquer him. And what we have to remember, especially for our lives, is that there are people who may not like you, who try to harm you, do different things, but we really only have one enemy, and that's the devil. Through his evil influences, his evil suggestions, and his schemes, yes, sometimes people fall underneath that or follow his lead or give into the temptations and do things that harm other people. So we're really not fighting against people. We're not fighting against one another. We have one enemy, and that is the devil. Thanks be to God that in Christ Jesus, he has been defeated. So as we live in Christ and we walk with Christ, we receive the strategies that we need to be able to overcome our challenges and to walk in victory. Yes, there are some things that we're going to face in life that we're not going to like, but we must believe what David said, that because the Lord is with us, he's our light, our salvation, and our strength, they will not prevail over us. They will not have the final say because God has the final say. There is evil in this world, but thanks be to God, there is the power of Jesus to bring us through every challenging situation, and also to cause us to be advocates for people who cannot advocate for themselves. Because God is a God of justice, and because God is a God of truth, he enables us to see what is true, see which is lovely, see what is right, and be able to stand up for justice and stand up for righteousness, and really to be a voice of truth in this world. So as you go today, understand that in Christ, the enemy that we have will never prevail over us. And, those who follow the influences of evil, they will try, but they will never prevail because God is our light, he is our salvation, and he is the strength of our life. And the more we walk with God, the more we build a track record with God, like David did, and we see that God truly protects us, God truly guides us, and he is a shield for us in the days when the storms are so much. All right, so be blessed and know that God is with you. He is your shield and your strong tower.